Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We're going to sign. Hey, here we go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Grant. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Grant, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Winters. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well, because his quickness often wins the route.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Too low,
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. "27 yards there, a first down."
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Garoppolo on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
2.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 57.
Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds He's been able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 5-4. You better bring it. You better bring it.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold running the option to the right side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're going to set. Lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Third and long, it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check. Crouch. 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 Watch twins. Watch twins.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it. That's it. We go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. kick is good. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11. Go, Brady, turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Get that ball, Dan. Let's get that ball. Like 22, he's coming. 22.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 76 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at interval? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, exit.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 4th down, Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted. To dial up on 4th, they executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st down, New York.
Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal, New York.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Run for Mike. Watch 1. Watch 1. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Darnold keeps it, and he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Sam Darnold, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check. 13. Switch it. Come on, switch it. I got this.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Crunch time, defense.
Begin.
Spawn. Six. No.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
This is Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Darnold's pass complete to number 88. Touchdown, Jets. Jason Sanders.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. You must be true.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Hey, lady.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go back to Grant. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, let go.
To throw is Darnold. Completes it to Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57. Orbit.
Push him back. Push him back. 57's a muffin.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on